All right, here's a tutorial for part 3. Again, this gray box is very important to read. You'll see the words like Boolean search possibilities, Boolean search key phrases and words or whatever. Boolean is just basically where you're at in the library. You know how if you're in Google, it's a Google search. Well, Boolean is used in synonymous with GCU library. So when you start typing words in a GCU library, that part where you're typing the words in is considered the Boolean area. Okay, so that's just all that is. And that leads me to kind of reiterate some of the things I've been saying, but added a few other things. One thing is do not use Google search engines. Do not use any other means to obtain your research. You're being trained on how to use a university library. And trust me, the university pays for a lot of these research articles you won't find and have access to just by doing a Google search. That's why you're required to cite and reference, because a lot of this information is paid for because the researchers have copyrights or other universities have copyrights to this material. So you limit yourself by doing a Google search versus doing an academic search, because these articles are paid for by the university, and that's why you have a wider variety of research articles, and which means potentially less biased information and a little bit more accurate than just what you would find out in Google. But these are the actual words that you're going to be attempting to use, like this is one about online learning and stuff. And so, here's keywords pulled from an example topic, and then this is just brainstorming what words you would use to try to find that topic. So, like for instance, up here, if you were going to use, uh, characteristics of a good leader, then you can come down here, and then you would pull from that topic. You'd write 3 different things here that could help you break down 3 characteristics of a good leader. So, for instance, like if when you go into the GC library to do research, if you start typing words that have nothing to do with this topic, you might be misled in a different direction. You might be confused. But if you use these words that are in any of these topics, you'll find stuff. That's why we present 6 of them to you. We know there's enough information there. And if you can't find an article, um, because you're having a hard time with the search, you can ask me for help. There's also Ask the Librarian feature where you could actually call them, be on the phone at the same time with the librarian. They can train you on how to use it. They're not going to, help you do your homework, but you could say, hey, can you give me some pointers on how to use keyword search name words so that I could actually find articles, okay? But it's going to be more helpful if you read this information up here and you follow areas to read, okay? So you'll be breaking that down. So that's key, all right? And then on this side, as you see, these are the ones you would be typing into the Boolean search engine on GC Library, online and education. One example, I'll give you an example. Bullying and children, or bullying and negative impact, something like that. So that'll help you find um, articles. All right, that's what this part's for. If you have any questions, please reply.